featuring Ramar, which should be the better map for them. Meanwhile, a lot more action happening all around the map. Unfortunately, it is going to be Team Xavier here at 5 elimination points in the back here at this point. Stalwart Esports up against FaZe Clan here with the perimeters. We do see Paragon laid up on his knees. As they're getting shootouts, well, it has like a theme, or should we say Jamie OP by Alliance, only surviving team member from Malaysia at this current moment. Stalwart Esports as well. Giraffe getting a little bit of cover. Oh, this is going to be quite intense within the stadium. We see shootouts happening up for Outdoor Gui. Hitting on, latching on. Esaizo is going to be going down as well. Clearing out Meow Meow 6. There's 2 men down. Few more to go.
Ooh, it's been some tense situation inside of all these urban terrains. But now, the close seems a little bit more clear for Harame Bros to also join into that part to at least reclaim a form of their throne.
Oh, look at
likely this situation right now, they're still battling over the course of the hillside. The rest of RQ tries to actually hold out over the spine. That isn't exactly the best from a situation for Snape, but it is a 1-for-1 trade out that he managed to at least get. Here comes the flank coming in from the side of the Becco. Nails down one more member from the side of Vampire Esports as he is going to be priming a grenade for that exchange. Where is the rest of these RQ members? Already depleted. And here comes Harame Bros, also arriving to the scene, having the top player of the Philippines going out for more. But he gets quickly taken down by Rosemary's arrival.
Oh yeah, Federales is currently on the ground here together with Tony K. Team Vampire Esports. View trying to make things happen over here. A little bit late here on the support just a while ago, as you mentioned that Contra, but Zubain tried to make things happen over here. Tried to make it escape. Oh, the course can run him over. Jappy from Harame Bro. That makes the 5th elimination points for them. Getting it in fashionable order as all. Meanwhile, we'll also be looking at Bigatron Knights. In previous map, we saw them fall in the hands of Bigatron and G. This time, they're hoping for a much better run here compared to the last. And we'll see how it goes. It does seem that Adjasif will be able to actually see out where Nuzi is in. Where is the support from other team members from Team Vampire Esports? It does seem that Nuzi will get shot out here in the hands of Haji Yasef. Meanwhile, Boy Chill from Alter Ego tunes out Federales. Harame Bro to get the Jappy, yet another, and Vampire Esports will be eliminated over here in 10th place.
This has been a really
FaZe Clan, so he has to be a little bit more careful because he doesn't have any form of support, so he has to rainbow his way through some big teams here to make his way towards the circle area. Meanwhile, Boy Donkey gets a little bit of action for themselves here in the game, having shootout here up against Team Secret. Trade-offs are here. It does seem that it's a 1-to-1 trade-off. Make that 2-for-1, siding one towards Void Donkey. 2 of the team members from Team Secret.
But overall, happy to actually see all these fights happen from the get-go. Here comes Alter Ego Ares pushing into the compound. Big Nates perfectly lobbed right in, catching one. And somebody Consulate, I don't honestly know which names are which right now with them switching their main ID, but we're getting a big fight here between 2 of these Titans. Name exchanges are looking pretty good. Rosemary on the far flank as well. You should be able to spot Nan moving on the outskirts, but these high grounds isn't exactly the easiest to actually play out. Therefore, it is definitely going to be very daunting on what the task is at this current moment. Yeah. But they will have to make do with what the current circumstances are. With this current push, it seems like this is the only way out for the side of Alter Ego Ares. There's no other region for them to actually hold out. So try as they may, they need to bridge it.
Oh yeah, they don't have a choice at this current moment. Meanwhile, Boyne also holding on to the church area. They do have the high ground. Now here's the thing about cooking nades on a high ground, especially when it's very steep hill, that you need to cook it right. Your timing needs to be absolute. Usually in terms of shootouts, you do have the advantage by being on high ground, but when it comes to nade cooking, you have to get the timing right, because if it's a little bit too long, it falls out real fast. But inside, oh, the trade off here, Boy Chill manages to get here on Team Boy Donkey. There goes a 2-1 trade-off. Make it 2 for 2. And that's going to be a 3 for 3. It's going to be 4. It's actually going to be 3 for Void Donkeys over here at this point. So now they're still thinking, they're still holding on to this area. There's still yet another. I think everyone's all cramped up here within the premises. Meanwhile, Alva's not really in a good spot. He can't get out due to the flames here on the ground. So he has to wait it out before he can make an exit. Bigatron team members also on the outside perimeters, throwing out nade after nade with hopes that he'll be able to connect or even just create a crossroad so that the other team members are not able to actually escape the area.
Bigatron arriving in the right time, going for that third-party finish. But the rest of Void Donkey, that was pretty clean coming in from them despite losing those 2 members. Now it is an awkward situation between all these Indonesian squads currently stuck inside of the church. And yesterday, yeah, we've seen one of the endings over here. And it definitely looks very, very familiar of how RQ has been able to at least take a win. But RQ is nowhere to be found in this lobby anymore.
Oh no, they spun him out.
Oh, Bart's going to go for that spray down. He's going to be able to smoke up that vehicle. Oh, such a daunting task to even go in for that risky approach of diving away. But that is definitely a smart play coming from these members of Void Donkey, leaving only Alva all alone. I don't think they know that Alva's here. He's just going to get that free pick. Beautiful stuff coming from Alva. He's trying to secure that pointer out there while the rest of these members of Bigatron is being kept busy. He's also throwing a nade towards that direction. It's absolutely crazy that he's not even going to settle for that one takedown, which he should have. But he's definitely hunting out for that one member remaining. Shots now being fired right back. That should be Falcons here taking charge, and Falcons looking to have an impressive game, still having 4 members alive. Nade's now being cooked, but there's no angles for him to work with. Hold on to cook that nade for far too long.
He was quite in a bad situation where there's a third-party shot coming on from the other side from Falcons, and then you also have to deal with the Bigatron team as well. The moment he went for the shootout within the church, he gave out his position. So basically, Bigatron Knights kind of knew that there is yet another individual inside the vicinity. And yes, Contra, I have to agree with you on this. He should have at least taken out, just cleared out that one guy, so at least he get himself with 1 elimination kills. Yeah. Took the date a little bit too long over there and was not able to change back to his weaponry and gets picked off in hands of Big Drummer. Meanwhile, of course, the circle has emerged and we do have Sherlock for Miracle Vibes. Ooh, despite having an early shootout here in their hands, unfortunately, Team Bigatron were the ones who actually managed to actually get the kill here upon the team member for Miracle Vibes, leaving Baron still alive. Meanwhile, East, the new additional member for Team Falcon, managed to get a pick up on his own on one of the members from Team Bigatron.
Red Aliens. Well, that's what I know them best for. They've been changing their names a couple of times already. Well, of course, now known as Knights, they're still looking sharp as ever. And by having that one member that was being left alive by Alva, they really get to eventually go in for the trample up against the rest of Falcons as they find themselves on the outskirts. Now down to only top, trying to pull all the way back to get himself revived. But that is going to be just clean cut engagement coming in as the rest of Falcons, they hold true. Void Donkey not having all too much, but this left them susceptible for all these open angles of grenades to fall right through. Still limping on the ground. The rest of Falcons can still go in for a quick recovery while the rest of Bigatron sees this as a perfect 3 versus 3 opportunity against the very best of Mongolia. Very technical fight as they do manage to secure action, still trying to get a whole lot more done. 10 points in for Bigatron Knights, while IC is on fire, slowly melting down, but not fully melted just yet. Big nades now being exchanged. Perfect lop over onto the corners of Gen Fox as he is trying to do his level best to just hold true. He's got the S12K, trying to look for those angles. Lapar is already being taken out. We're going to remove a little bit of a room, and just look at how technical a fight this has been for the top 2 teams.
Oh yeah, he's just navigating through the outside perimeters here on the second floor. Still not back through, managed to rejuvenate himself with the mat bag. Here we do have Team Falcons just turtling themselves up on the inside, waiting. And of course, they do have quite a good position over here. By the same time, while you're on the inside perimeters, oh, East getting picked up here, down on his knees. But it does seem that Satarlas will be down, but it's not going to down without a fight, as Satarlas will be carrying out on East. IC down at the same time, and down goes Murder. Team Falcon will be losing out their porthole and eliminated here in the hands of Bigatron Knight.
Well, actually, Knights also went down in the process. They managed to actually take that win. It's NG that arrived at the scene. So you match with one Bigatron member, you will have to deal with the other Bigatron as well. So that is the current circumstances as NG. They take this win regardless because they do have the numbers Spanish, but also keep in mind that FaZe Clan still has a member left. So perhaps Real FaZe can still put in a little bit of a dent up against some of all these units of Bigatron and G.
Oh yeah, and then of course, Bigatron also has the upper hand at the current moment in terms of numbers. They do have 4 on their end compared to the lower team members from the other teams. I believe FaZe has 2, and we do have another one. Oh, sorry, it's FaZe with 1 and 4.
Both sides with 1.
Yeah, with 1, yeah. I can't quite see the one on the left there, but yeah. So it does seem that this could be a big advantage for them, but they are on the outside. FaZe Clan does have a little bit shelter over here. Real FaZe all alone by himself. So the advantage of having a much better cover compared to the rocks and the terrain here on the Miramar map.
Definitely will be a little bit more difficult for all these solo targets to actually get much done right now. As they have noticed that there is only one player inside the compound, they will send 2 members right through just to give them a little bit of a tussle. But Real FaZe has been one of the sharpest units coming in from the Thai region. And here we go, full commitment coming from the rest of BTR. Still having one more holding out on the outskirts with Deku, trying to actually hit a little bit of impact, but FaZe now stuck by the corner of balcony. There's going to be a grenade that will seal the deal. Perfect stuff coming in with BTR and G. Despite this not being their high-flying start heading into this Miramar round, but a chicken dinner is very likely to be the case to close out the match up against Siaran, the only member remaining firm for Miracle Vibes.
He could clutch this. He could clutch this. It's a 1v4 situation. Things are not looking good on his side. At the moment, he's not required to make any form of movements. Both sides do have building cover at the current moment. But with having more members, meaning that you can do a lot more. So you can go for baits, you can go for a full-on showdown 4v1 situation immediately as an individual, as one player. You're not able to actually cover all angles at the same time. So right now, they're on the hunt. Look at this. Everyone is sniffing out. Where is this last guy? Where is... You can actually see that the team members from Bigatron and G are just scouting out high grounds, the low grounds. They're like hound dogs. It's just unfortunate that PUBG Mobile doesn't have the sniffing action where you can sniff out where the last member is. So they have to wait things out, or if they're just by sheer luck, they're able to actually get into the right building. Oh, it seems that there is a shot, and they should be able to tell from which direction, so they kind of can guess which building it's in, and they are definitely looking into that particular direction. Chum come from Hansel, losing a little bit of HP. That's not going to hurt much. Leon is leading charge here, entering the building. Goes out the nade, but Baron is actually on the ground floor. Charging in. Baron just swing far. He gets one. That's going to be 1 down, 3 more to go. Baron holding on to his far. The spray is there, but it's not going to be enough. Baron goes down, and winner chicken dinner to Bigatron and G here in game number 2.